Hi, everyone. So I'm being called to do a love reading today. So I think that's what we're going to focus on here and see what comes out about whoever the person in your life or the person you're thinking about is. So we're starting out with an energy of the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands tends to be a card of taking on a lot of burdens. Whether you have voluntarily taken on a lot of burdens or whether they've just been placed upon you or if you've been carrying them around forever, that is what the 10 of Wands represents. What I'm getting from this 10 of Wands is that this is your person, the person that's on your mind, the person that's in your life, the person that you came to this reading for. There's a message coming through here that your person is really very burdened about something, but they may be hiding that from you. They might be hiding from you just how burdened they are in a situation. It's giving me the feeling that they're kind of challenging themselves to do better or to be a better person, and that they're trying to really reach their potential. And it feels like it's for this relationship, but it's been very difficult for them to do that. So that's the energy that I'm getting so far from that 10 of Wands. But let's keep going and see what else the cards will tell us about you and your person. So then we have the Sun, 2 of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. So your person really sees you as a very optimistic thing in their life. They feel like you are probably very enlightened when it comes to life in general and certainly this relationship. I feel like they kind of look up to you in the relationship is what's coming off of the Sun. And I think that they can see that you are changing, that you're changing almost at like a transformational level, that you have deep healing going on. And I think they recognize that about you, which I believe is why this energy of the 10 of Wands was coming through, that they're feeling burdened in the sense that they want to keep up with you, but it's very difficult for them. You are really kind of seeing them as not really getting it. It looks to me like you see them as not really following their heart in this situation, that they're almost being too analytical or too practical when it comes to the relationship. And it's just not a good energy for any relationship to be practical. There has to be love involved. So you can see with this Queen of Swords here that she has her sword and she's very intelligent and she's very good at a lot of things, but she has her heart here in this cage. And so it feels like you're looking at your person that way, that they're really kind of closed off when it comes to their heart, but yet they're expecting this relationship to work, which is why they're probably feeling burdened, because it looks like they're kind of going about it the wrong way. That's what I'm getting so far. But it seems like regardless of the ups and downs in your relationship, it looks like both of you are really still willing to put in the effort and to kind of weather the storms and weather the ups and downs of the relationship. And because it feels like you both really want to be there. It feels like you have had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but it doesn't seem like it's been to the detriment of the relationship, because there is a very strong pull between the two of you. What I'm getting from this 2 of Pentacles is almost like 2 magnets, like the negative and the positive side of the magnets that are just so attracted to each other that they can't separate. That I've never gotten that message off that 2 of Pentacles, but that's what I just got there. So let's keep going and see what else we can get from the energy. The 5 of Cups, the Lovers, Strength. So your person is really showing up here in very deep regret or sadness here. Maybe your person did something in the relationship to make them feel like they maybe missed a chance with you, or maybe they or this feeling that they held back from you in their heart space. That's coming through too. So that could be what's burdening them, but they're also, whatever this is that's burdening them, they're not really communicating very clearly with you about it. And so it does feel to me like they are very much in a grieving space. Like they almost feel like they have to release you, that they have to let you go or move on from you or walk away. Because it feels like that's the energy that they're getting from you, is that you are releasing them, that you're moving on and that you're walking away. But I don't see that coming from you. So I feel like this person could be being more in their head as the Queen of Swords than they are in their heart space. So they're over analyzing it to the point where they think you don't want this anymore, which is leaving them feeling like this. But again, I see this Lover's energy between the two of you, which is very much similar to this Two of Pentacles energy that's between you two, where it's this pull that you have towards each other. It almost feels like it's destined. And the Lovers is about a choice. The Lovers is about choosing from your heart space. So your person knows that you are their person. Your person knows that you are in their heart space, but they're just not operating from their heart space, which I feel is what's making them feel very burdened. So I feel that you have a very good handle on how they are, and how you're looking at them is pretty accurate. And the way they're looking at you also feels pretty accurate. And you're showing up here as the Strength card. And that to me is just this feeling like you understand the assignment, is what I want to say. That you understand that this is a spiritually driven connection, and that you know that part of your lesson is to hang in there, control your emotions, and to really understand the power of letting go of your ego in these situations, and really just kind of understanding that this is divinely guided. And once you understand that, then you really call back your power. And I think with this Strength card, I feel like that's what you've done, is you have really called back your power and understand that the universe is in control of this. And it looks to me like you're trusting it fully. So let's keep going. So we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and Temperance. And then underneath we have the Two of Swords. So definitely your person is feeling this relationship, feeling this situation, feeling like they want to be better, like we said. But it seems like your person is still very hesitant, because the Three of Wands is an energy of waiting for something to happen after you've put the energy in. But I don't necessarily see that your person's in a position of putting any action in right now. It seems like they're more grieving, perhaps feeling sorry for themselves, maybe even taking on a victim mentality, when it very much looks like the ball is in their court to do something, but they're really kind of not. They're hesitating here. And I think it's almost like a fear coming off of this card. Like this person is standing here with the surfboard, but they're not actually getting into the water. So it could be that they're waiting for the tides to come in or waiting for the waves to come in. But there's also this like feeling coming off of this card, like a fear. So I do kind of sense that your person isn't taking any action towards you or making any moves towards you, because they're terrified that you have already moved on from them. Even though, again, I do not see that at all from you. And you are feeling, look at you. You're coming in as the Strength and the Temperance. So those are very powerful major arcana. There's a lot going on in the background for you. And I'm under the impression that you are a highly spiritual person, and you know that you are a spiritual person. and that you are very much awakened to that fact. But you are feeling like you're just going to just chill because you know there's nothing you can do in this situation. You know that it's this person's responsibility to make the next move, so to speak, but they're really just not making it. And so you know there's really nothing you can do about that. So I feel like you're kind of sending your person lots of love and light, but you also know that this is a divine plan. And that's all you really can do in that sense is, so it looks to me like you're both waiting, but you're the only one who's supposed to be waiting. Your lesson is to wait, and your person's lesson is to do something, to move. So, the one thing that I can see here, though, is it feels like you are holding back this energy that you may be making a decision about something here. You know that your person needs to heal, but you're not that convinced that your person is actually doing the healing or doing anything about the healing. So I think that you're in this energy where you're still not making any decisions, that you're still waiting it out. But I think you're starting to come to this realization with the Two of Swords at the bottom here. I think that you are starting to come to this realization that you eventually are going to have to make a choice, because eventually you're going to learn your lesson of not doing anything. But if your person never learns their lesson of making a move, then eventually you're going to have to make a choice, because you can't stay here forever. You have to continue to grow and evolve, whether this person decides to or not. So I do sort of feel that you are definitely maintaining your dignity in this situation, and you're treating it with the respect that it deserves. But I do think that this energy is starting to creep up on you, that you can't just watch this person stand on the shore forever and never dive in. Because if your person never dives in, then there's no point, right? So I do sort of see that energy kind of sneaking up on you. The Three of Pentacles coming in here is kind of telling me that you guys, it doesn't feel like you two are really working together. So there may be an element of communication that's missing from this situation. And it may be that it's difficult for the two of you to communicate. I mean, from the looks of this, your person has trouble operating from the heart space anyway. But it does look like, from your perspective, because you are the one who's awakened to the situation, it might be helpful if you try to give your person sort of helpful hints on what they need to do, what direction they need to take, or even trying to get them out of this victim mentality might help in reminding them that they're not a victim in this situation, that they still very much have a shot with you, but they have to show that they want it. So I'm getting a message here about communication. And I think with your person showing up as the Queen of Swords, and again, this is not gender specific, anyone can be a queen. But with your person showing up as the Queen of Swords, it's giving the impression that your person understands practical matters. So if you maybe are just very clear with them that you would like them to approach you and try to pick up the pieces of the relationship, or wherever it stands right now, I think that that would go a long way to help boost their confidence. Because look at the difference between your person and you. I mean, it couldn't be more different. You are standing here completely, supremely confident, and your person is the exact opposite. There's zero confidence in this person. So it may just be that you may have to boost them a little bit. And I'm getting the sense with you showing up as the strength here that your ego is probably not going to get in the way of that your ego is going to be able to handle giving them hints and kind of telling them what to do, because you know this is divinely guided. So I would like to try to take a look at some of the future energies of this relationship too, because I'm curious about it. Let me see. Deck. Let's use Let's use this. Okay. So let's see what this overall energy is. So we're getting the Knight of Cups. So it looks like your person will eventually approach you in a romantic sense. It looks like in the future, they're going to move from their Queen of Swords energy into their Knight of Cups energy. And that's a big move from the Queen of Swords to the Knight of Cups. That this is someone who clearly has a lot of love and romantic feelings for you, because the energy directly between the two of you is the Lovers. This person we know chooses you. But I think in the future, they might continue to hold this back. So what I'm getting from this card is that there may be, your person will be opening their heart more, but even as their heart starts to open, they could continue to hold that back from you. So let's try to see if we can figure out, what's underneath, we could see the outcome. So we've got the Five of Cups again. So this is really telling me that your person is going to be stuck for a very long time. So I don't know exactly what that's going to mean for you and the situation, but I would say just continue to allow the guidance to come through for you, and you'll know when it's time. And I think that's why this Two of Swords popped up underneath the deck for your energy, because I think this is your future, that you are going to have to realize on an intuitive level that your person may just never actually be able to move out of this Five of Cups mind or heart space. And they may just be in this victim mentality for too long for this connection to last. And so then I think that's where we're getting this energy of the Two of Swords, where you will eventually have to make this decision. So I think that as long as your person, so that's the travesty of this situation, is that your person is really kind of transmuting their heart space and allowing their heart to open when it comes to you, but they're still not going to show you. They're still going to be suppressing that. So there's just so much healing that needs to be done with your person. They're showing up as the Five of Cups twice. There is just so much healing going on here that unless you're, so much healing that needs to go on here, that unless your person really reflects and starts sharing their feelings, I do have the feeling that you are probably just meant to move on, which is again why we're seeing this Two of Swords. So please let me know if this was your reading, if it sounded like your reading, and maybe we can do another edition of this particular reading sometime in the future. So let me know if this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.